Your financial partners, Don and Gino.
Welcome back to the Don and Gino and Dan Hunt Real Estate Finance Show today.
I've made it.
Yes. After 3 years, we're going to put you on a regular basis. Dan, you're on. Yeah, we're pleased to have Dan Hunt, one of our top mortgage planners right here at Cherry Creek Mortgage. Dan, how you like being in the mortgage industry, buddy? You've been at over 10 years now?
12 years.
12 years?
Excuse me.
And what's nice is you're one of the premier. What's cool, Dan, is it's going back to not order takers. There was a time a lot of people felt like they were comfortable just going online, getting a loan with anybody, and anybody could do a loan then. Now, thank goodness, and I'm sure you agree, Dan, because I know how much work you put into it. Isn't it nice that they have to go back to a professional again to give them solid advice and actually be accountable?
Absolutely. I started off being an order taker, as a matter of fact, where to be honest with you, they did a radio show. People would call in on the radio show, and you'd take the app over the phone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I started that way, and then I realized that the minute the refi boom that we were in at the time was going to stop, I would be without a chair, as it were. So
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I went out and had to start my own deal, and got away from the whole radio thing, and I've been doing that for a decade now or so.
Well, you're fully licensed, and you train on a regular basis. You're an expert at mortgage coach, which, just so you know, when you get a good faith estimate or some piece of paper for somebody that says, here's your numbers, that is not the true cost of your loan. The lowest rate is not always the best option for you. And we're not saying that because we don't have great rates. We do. We go to multiple banks across the nation, make sure we're competitive with anyone. What it means is how it's structured. There is multiple ways to structure your financing, whether it's for your first home, more imperative than ever. Whether it's getting your larger home, again, very important, because how it's structured can make it work best with how you're going to leave your current home and go to your next home. Or if you're going to refinance, a lot of people do not know how to structure things correctly, like mortgage insurance, or eliminate it. This is where professionals come in, and this is where you can save thousands of dollars in interest by working with a true professional like Dan Hunt.
Thank you very much.
And our Cherry Creek Mortgage team. So make sure you reach out to it, 855-DON-GINO, 855-DON-GINO, or you go to DHunt at ccmclending.com, DHunt, H-U-N-T, just like it sounds. You're ready to, help them out, huh, Dan?
That's right. You can send me an email. I don't mind.
There you go.
So, in fact, I'll touch on that for a second, because one of the things that we do is, and I think it's absolutely critical, is that we manage mortgages. It's not like you just get a mortgage off the shelf today and goodbye, see you later, I'll talk to you next time you come back. We're managing mortgages. So I reached out to a past client that I've been managing his mortgage now for 4 years. And I call him and I say, hey, it's a good time to refinance. We can do XYZ for you. Either save you $181 a month if you want to be more conservative, or if you want to be more aggressive, over $300 a month. And so we're talking, and he goes, weren't rates lower last year? I go, yeah, they were actually, and I did check to see if you had an opportunity last year, but you didn't exactly have the equity to do it. I've been managing your mortgage all along. You receive your anniversary calls, and I said it was a great loan. The thing is, it was a great loan at the time because you didn't qualify for anything better. So yeah, you might think that rates were better a year ago, or even 8 months ago, or for that matter, but the reality is you still may not have qualified for as good a mortgage as you do today, because now you have equity.
Right.
So actually, we're reaching out to a lot of people that don't know they have equity right now.
Yeah, if you have it, like for example, if you have any loan that has mortgage insurance, for one, which is not a bad thing. Everybody goes, oh, I hate mortgage insurance. No, it enables you to purchase a home without having to have 20% down. That means somebody else is sharing the risk with you. That is a good thing. That enables you to get into a home. FHA, 3.5% down. Are you kidding me? So these are options. But now that you have equity, there's an opportunity to potentially, depending on your equity position, income, credit, all that other normal stuff, just clarifying, but you may have the opportunity to eliminate mortgage insurance, and even if the interest rate's higher, it will still lower your payment. And what's funny is, you're alluding to this, is that we'll first call up the client and they'll say, but I have 3 3/4. Why should I take in the mid 4s? That's a higher interest rate. Well, because it's going to save you, $226 a month. Yeah, but the rate's higher. I don't want a higher rate. Okay, again, let me explain. We're going to save you $226 a month. And if you reapply that...
I was just going to go there. If you reapply that, and how much is it going to save you? It's going to save you 4 years off the back end of your mortgage. It could save you $80,000.
Right. Or it's a car payment. Yay.
Yeah.
That's what... And thank you for clarifying that, Gino. And this is not an infomercial. We're actually trying to educate you that working with professionals, as we have on our show every single week, just like Jim Reep, one of the top, it actually voted as the top, without a doubt, most respected family law attorney in our town with Reep Rickett. They're amazing. He comes on our show on a regular basis. We have financial planners, CPAs, Lou Asman, one of only 130 certified bankruptcy specialists out of whatever
30,000 is, I think, what he said.
Some stupid number of attorneys out here. We know everybody, every other person is an attorney or a real estate agent, and he's one of the best. So we're just trying to educate you. Working with a professional can change your life, and really, if they manage and ask the right questions and get to know you, heaven forbid, I guarantee if you call an online mortgage company and try to get the same person twice, I dare you. I guarantee you'll never get the same person. So how can they get to really know you, build a relationship with you, care about you, and understand what your true needs and goals are? And that's what we do. That's what our other professionals do. And that makes all the difference in the world. Especially this day and age, you need good advice. Dan, you're great at that, buddy.
Thank you very much. And like you said, I think the online people, it's a transaction to them. And they're not going to watch out for you over the years in the future. So
yeah, they're not going to watch. I mean, we will pull comparable sales every 3 months on our perspective, for our borrowers that potentially can get rid of mortgage insurance or lower their interest rate. We actually pull the comps for them. They don't even know what their values are a lot of times. We call them, hey, guess what? Your house has gone up $88,000, which gives us enough room to eliminate your mortgage insurance and lower your interest rate, lower your payment, I should say, before rates go up any higher. Because the problem is they go, well, what if it goes up more? And we miss that window. And Dan, you were talking about rates will go up,
right,
just not tomorrow.
The one that baffles me is I'm only going to have the mortgage insurance for another 3 years, and then I'll just call the lender and have them remove it.
Okay, so let's debunk that myth right now. So, and we've all heard that. Right? So I've been doing, Dan, you've been doing this for 12 years, Don 26, and I've been doing it for around 10 years as well. And I had one very determined client, absolutely determined. I said, he's going to be the one. I said, he's going to be the one. He said he's going to get rid of it. He's going to have the equity. He's disciplined. He's going to make the calls. He's going to do everything. I was like, okay, because I'm yet to see one person eliminate mortgage insurance in the way you think you can eliminate it. And so I said, he's going to be the one. So I called him right at his 2-year anniversary, and I said, hey, 2-year anniversary, just want to make sure you're getting on the bandwagon. Make sure to get rid of the mortgage insurance, as you're qualified to do. And he goes, yep, I'm already on it. I already made my call. We're all set. And I said, well, if you choose to refinance instead, here's your numbers. Nope, I'm getting rid of my mortgage insurance. I don't want to spend the money on the refi. I said, okay, good. I'll check in with you.
More power to you.
Yep, I'll check in with you in a little bit. I'd love to see how that goes. And sure enough, I checked in with him about 2 months later. He says, well, yeah, that became a little more complicated than I thought. And as soon as I sent in the application, I wasn't getting a response. The mortgage bill kept coming. And so I called again, and lo and behold, they said, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. We've transferred the servicing of your mortgage. We sold it to another company. You'll have to deal with them. And so I said, oh, okay, I guess they're going to have to wait a little bit. And he said, yeah, I'll let you know what happens. And another 2 months went by, and I just got a frustrated text from him, said, I'm frustrated. It's impossible to get these people to work with me. Now I'm dealing with the company that doesn't even answer the phone in the United States. He goes, this getting rid of the semi thing isn't as easy as I thought it would be.
I've never heard of anyone getting rid of it. Ever.
Never.
Ever.
I mean, and we're not going to say it can't be done. It's in your paperwork, but there's also a lot of small print that you have to worry about. Plus, you have to get them to cooperate with you.
Well, the ideal thing there is if you look at a bank, let's just pick a large institutional bank that's holding your mortgage, right? And they are insured that if you default, they're going to be paid by the insurance company.
They like that.
They like that. Who doesn't like that, right? And then you're asking them and saying, hey, I've been paying on time. I have a lot of equity now. Why don't you remove that insurance? They have to allow you to. They have to make a discretionary decision to allow you to no longer have an insured mortgage. That's not good for their portfolio.
Yeah, there's no guarantee. It just says at this stage you have the ability.
You may be eligible to.
May be eligible. There you go. May be eligible to win.
Yeah, and so ultimately it's not a good position for a bank. They want to make money on a refinance as well, so they probably try to say, well, that we're not going to approve that, but we could refinance you if you'd like. So the reality is just don't live in that fantasy that that's going to be easy. That it's possible, yeah, it's possible, but in our combined 40 some odd years experience, I haven't seen anybody yet.
No, that's a good point. So we want to make sure you get aligned with a true professional, just like Dan Hunt. Dan, how's the best way to get a hold of you, buddy?
Just give me a call here at the office.
He's a big teddy bear, I'm telling you, man. What's your direct line, bud?
661-401-7799.
7799 401-7799. We're right on Turney Road, right off the 5 freeway. You can't make it any easier. Big teddy bear. Well, a lot smaller teddy bear now. He
Not as
wears-
small as Gino, though.
Yeah, I love it. At Christmas time when he was about 80 pounds heavier, wore a T-shirt, a big shirt that said, "I'm a big deal."
I wore that this weekend, by the way.
Did you?
Did you have to put not as big of a deal?
Yeah, exactly.
Was it like
No,
a sleeping bag?
No, I'm no longer.
No, it actually fit because it didn't fit before.
Oh, that's true. It didn't. That's true. Good point. Well, thank you for joining the Don Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. We'll be right back with what's going on in the real estate market today and why you need to take action. So take action and stay tuned.